Hey everybody, this is Robert Patrick. Watch Shaun of the Dead.
Okay, now I've been on a roll tonight shooting videos. Ordinarily, I'd be spending some time with my girlfriend right now, and she had to work, so this gives me an opportunity to shoot a few videos. I've been kind of on a frenzy with firearms lately, so I'm like, hey, I got a bunch of new stuff. I want to throw some videos out there. I want to talk to my peeps, and yeah. But I haven't got to do a whole lot. I just kind of got to throw a couple videos out there. And I feel really bad because I bought a house and life has been going on, and you know, I met this amazing chick and she is beautiful, she's sweet. So I'm trying to spend as much time with her as possible. So, you know, life kind of got in the way a bit. I apologize for the delay of videos. So I'm trying to make up with you by giving you a whole bunch of content just all at once. Just bam, 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 okay? That being said, you know that I put out a Glock 27 video. You're going to see my SU16A video out there by Keltec. Now I'm going to put out another philosophy video, if you will. The philosophy of surviving a zombie apocalypse. If you can only buy 2 firearms, because finances, I mean, you have to have food, you have to have water, you have to have a little bit of protection, you have to have ammunition, you have to have mags, you have to have the right gear, you have to have a good sleep system, you have to have the proper clothing. There's so many things that you need to have that have to be of quality that sometimes you just can't go out and buy a ton of guns. Now, I buy as many guns as I can get my hands on, and I try to touch everything. Even if I don't like it, I'll have it for a while, in most cases, except for a freaking High Point, because it gets me versed in that firearm, and then I know what I'm talking about because I've got experience behind the trigger of that, and that's what I want to be able to convey to everybody else is, I've got trigger time with this gun sucks, this gun's good, this gun is okay, whatever the case is, I want to be able to tell you about it. Now, in my case of my SU16A, I do not have trigger time with it yet, and I have minimal time with my Glock 27. But I have extensive time with Glock in general on trigger time. And I have extensive time with the AR-15 platform, and I have a good amount of time with my AK-47. So, between those platforms, I have a good foundation to feel comfortable talking to you about this particular setup and the philosophy of why I say this. Because not everybody is going to have the ability to do that, and depending on what your finances are, whether it be you just don't make a lot of money, if you have a budget, if you have expenses, if you have a lot of children, if you have all kinds of stuff going on in life, there's so many people you have to prep for. Boom, makes your mind explode because you have to do so much. I'm going to try to help you boil things down. Okay? Now, if you are like me and you have several firearms and you've now acquired, a girlfriend whom has never shot a gun before. I know, hard for me to fathom too. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Soon to be rectified as soon as we get the appropriate opportunity. But of course I want to go about everything the right way. I want to teach her how to respect a firearm first because she's never been around firearms at all. At all. None. So it's important for me to get her comfortable with firearms, teach her the way that my dad taught me, let her understand, earn the respect of a firearm, and then once she can handle a firearm, then we can start, doing some shooting, and start to move and progress up that tactical training ladder to where she can be combat effective and defend herself. Because when she's off by herself and I'm not there to protect her, I like to know that she could go boom, 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 and Mozambique somebody and be done and be okay. That would be calming for me. But of course, we all know that I'm a zombie killing dude, so to the chest just hopefully slows it down enough for her to get that initial nervousness off. So that last one to the head takes the zombie down. Or if it's a mugger, 2 to the chest, will probably take care of it. But the 1 security round to the head is always a must. Always a must. Train that way, so it's instinct. You're not trying to be malicious. You're just trying to effectively stop a threat. So train. Mozambique, Mozambique, Mozambique. 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. 2 to the chest, 1 to the head. Just drill that all the time. And it's, it will get comfortable. So now, with all that being said, the SU-16A is awesome. Pick whatever buttstock you choose with the SU-16s. If you want the folding stock that comes down and you can fire it folded so you can have almost a pistol platform with it, that's fine. If you want the extra firepower held onto, that's fine too. I'm good with that. That's actually I'm good with having this one. Obviously, if you watch the video on this, optics are on their way. A rear sight is anyway. So that I can go and shoot this thing and then sight it in with my 4-power scope. So this being one of the first things. This is a piston-driven AR-15 clone of sorts. Mostly polymer firearm, so mega freaking light. I mean, it's like, what, 4 pounds? I mean, come on. This is crazy light. It's so light that it's just like, I can't believe that it's this freaking light. And of course, Kel-Tec makes decent firearms, and I've got several. This does have a bipod, obviously, on the front. Of course, you can fold it up. So there's some versatility. You can put it in the backpack. You can hide it, which is good if you are a prepper. Also good if, in the case of, say it's you and your girlfriend and or wife, and she is not as huge into guns as you are, but you want her to be safe and you want her to have something that's going to make you feel better and make you feel comfortable. That's something that she's going to be able to hump with. She can hump with this. It's fine. It's not going to kill her carrying an extra 4 pounds, maybe 5 with an optic and a little bit of ammo or whatnot. And she doesn't have to carry a ton of ammo, just enough. That's what you're for. So if I'm going to run out there with my AR, we have interchangeable mags. If I'm going to run out there with my Glock 27 or my Glock 17, she's going to be carrying a Glock 27 with a 9mm conversion. And if you've seen that video on that, you'll see all the benefits of a Glock 27 and why it's good to have the 9mm conversion and how it will help lighten the recoil up. Gives her, much better consecutive shots on target. It's going to be a little bit more chunky, but overall, less recoil. Good thing. Very good thing. So, Glock 27 and SU-16 of your particular flare and choosing. I like the A just fine. I like the idea of having an extra 20 rounds in my stock there just in case. Some people say that the mags fall out when they're firing the firearm, when it cycles, when they're full. Ranger bands. Ranger band that. Put a piece of freaking tape around it. You got duct tape, you got electric tape. Those aren't your primary mags. Those are your backup mags. Those are your emergency, oh crap, I gotta have a mag. Or I want to go really, really, really low profile and go prone and have a very, very small, profile. So I'm going to drop my 30 round mag, stick in a flush mag, get down as low as I can, and take that shot. So fine. Other than that, tape the motherfuckers down, Ranger band them, something. That way you don't have an issue with them falling out, and you still have the extra ammo on hand. And you should always be carrying a knife. So if you don't have a knife and you're like, oh, it's taped, and you can't get it free from that with being taped, then you're an idiot for not carrying a knife. So you should have a knife. The importance of compatibility of firearms. Of course, a Glock 27 and 9mm will fit all the way up to a stick mag and everything in between. And 9mm. So the reason I say that these are the two guns to get, if you can only have two, every soldier you come across is going to have NATOs to mags. They fit in here. Piston-driven system. Better than the majority of ARs on the shelf. Now, if you have a custom build or you have a very high-end AR, that's going to be different than your standard AR. I'm talking about standard off-the-shelf merchandise, the way most people purchase things, not the way I did mine. Standard off-the-shelf, I will pick this over a standard AR off-the-shelf because the piston-driven system is more viable for me. The gun is lighter for me. The gun affords me more options. I have a built-in bipod. I have a built-in ammo supply in the back. I can fold this up and stick it in the backpack and nobody sees it. Also, in the realm of the Glock 27, with the conversion barrel, oh look, I have two more barrels. I have 40 and 357 SIG. 357 SIG and 40 are interchangeable rounds for their mags. If you look at my video, you'll see me put 357 SIG rounds in a 40 mag and cycle the gun fine. I've watched my buddy, and if you check out the links on that particular video, you will see him put 40 rounds in 357 SIG mags and fire it flawlessly. So you're good. Those are interchangeable. So you don't have to carry a buttload of mags. You just carry either 357 SIG or 40, and if you're getting the Glock 27, you're going to have 40, so there you already have 40. Don't have to worry about buying 357 SIG. Also, if you pick up a couple Glock 26 mags, now you have something that's small, compact, easy to hide, you're good. Everything is all hunky-dory. But you can also use your 19, 17, and stick mags in here, so you don't have to worry about going, oh gee, I can't fit that mag. It's not an issue. Now, that's why I'm saying 3 calibers. Law enforcement carry 9mm, 40s, 357 SIGs is what I believe some high patrol officers still carry. But mostly 9mm and 40 cal. That's what you're going to find with most police officers. Most police officers are going to be carrying Glocks. Usually a Glock 19, maybe even a Glock 17. Some will have Smiths, but and some will have 40 cals. But most of the time, most law enforcement is going to have 9 or 40, and it's probably going to be a Glock. So that means you just grab their mags. That's a resupply point. You find a fallen soldier, that's a resupply point. Anytime you find, someone down, you've now got a resupply point, which is very important. So important, in fact, that I'm telling you that these are the 2 weapons that you need to have in your stable. These need to be in your collection. These need to be the main 2 pieces in your collection if you have a very limited income and you can only have so much to use. Because you can use this rifle. You can put optics on this rifle. You can use the bipod. You can get longer shots. You can take down game. You can hunt. You can, use, green tip steel cores. I mean, you can do stuff with this particular rifle that is going to give you benefit in the field of battle, and especially since it doesn't look as menacing when it's doing its normal thing. But whenever all of a sudden you turn it into a bipoded rifle, and you realize that it's got a piston-driven system that's going to be run more effective than your standard AR, hey, that's gravy, bro. 3 calibers in one. And if you go with a subcompact, the reason I did, well, one of the main reasons I did, is now I can use any mag I pick up of that caliber. Doesn't matter what size it is, because this is the smallest size, so they will all fit. I don't have to go, oh gee, I have to take the ammo out and stick it into another mag, and then I can put that mag in my gun. Don't have to do that. Just grab it, stick it in, rack it, and go. If it's an emergency, you might not have time to unload the mag and load another mag up. That's ludicrous. You need to freaking get on it. Have it ready to go. So these are what you need. These two specific models. They'll be the most beneficial for you in a survival scenario. Now, here's an extra bonus, and here's another part of the puzzle. Say you're like me, so you already have an AR-15 that you've built yourself. It has been torture tested. It's got your stamp of approval on it. You trust your life to this firearm. I have Glock 17 I shot competition with. I trust that Glock 17. It's kind of my bread and butter when it comes to my handgun. Interchangeable mags, they will fit in this gun. My Glock 17, I put these Purist extensions on, +3 for 9mm. So this is now a 20-round mag. That's a lot of freaking ammo. That is a lot of freaking ammo. And not a whole lot sticking out the bottom. Now, I did also, in fact, switch out the +2 extensions that come with the stick mags for the Purist, because I wanted the +3, because I wanted that one extra round. Now this is a 34 round mag. Yes, it sticks out much more, but it has a lot of ammo. This, more ammo than this. Not that you'll probably be using those. You'll probably end up with 26, 19, and 17 mags that you'll be utilizing for your defensive purposes. Now here is one piece of the puzzle. You have your Glock 17 or 19, whichever one that you particularly prefer. My go-to-war gun's my 17, because I want the 17. I want the little extra length, that extra ½ inch. From the 19 to the 17 is a ½ inch. From the 19 to the 26 is a ½ inch. So you're losing a ½ inch of barrel and a ½ inch of grip at the bottom as you drop from full size to compact to subcompact. And then you go back up a ½ inch. So there's 1 inch difference between the Glock 26 and the Glock 17. The Glock 27 is essentially a Glock 26 with a converted barrel. So 27 to 17, and have an extra inch of sight radius. Now you can get a full size and grind down the handle, and you can do the same kind of mag, input with that, and still have the longer barrel, and you can get the conversion kits for a Glock 22 converted. You can do that if that's something you want to do. Perfectly acceptable. It's not a problem with that. and then you can carry what you want. And you have a little bit better sight radius. So the reason I wanted this, or one of the reasons, it was this specific one. Concealability is another one. I might not want to carry, my 19, or I might, need something a little bit smaller than my 19, but I want to carry my little pocket gun. My North American Arms is awesome and all, but it's just not in the mood for it. This is a nice little block. It's a trigger block. Pushed and it pops out. And all it does is it goes in behind your trigger. My buddy picked up a Glock 26, showed me. I got one for my Glock 27, so I could carry it in pocket also. And that's it. It's out. And you're ready to fire. So, just that easy. So, with that being said, I wanted something that's going to have less recoil for my girlfriend. So if you're a gun guy, and your girlfriend, your wife, whatever, is not, here's a lightweight rifle that she can use the same mags with. Here's a small, non-scary handgun that's going to have less recoil because, if you watch the video, thicker barrel, wider profile on the actual slide, heavier steel, heavier spring. All this means less recoil on the 9mm because it's built for a 40. So with more steel in the barrel and everything else, means less kickback for her, means more comfort. So that should be able to kind of keep on with what's going on. Now she can back you up. She can have something that shoots long range. She has something for close range. You have interchangeable magazines. You can picture a mag if she runs out of ammunition. Because face it, you're going to be humping the majority of the ammo anyway, so she can stay light and quick. And if you need a scout rifle, you leave her at camp with your AR-15 and you take your scout rifle and you go and you inspect some crap and see what there is out there. And you don't feel like you're just holding your dick in your hand. You're holding something that's going to be able to be comparable to what's going to be being fired at you in the SU-16A. So I think that these two guns really complement each other. They will help you and your partner be able to it's a companion gun. So your physical real companion in life, girlfriend, wife, whatever, and you have an AR and you have a Glock, now you have comparable companion firearms for your companion to use, and that have multiple benefits for you in the field. And it's something you can feel comfortable with, that they're not going to be crap, but it's something you're not going to break the bank buying something that you can feel comfortable with them being able to protect themselves and give you a little bit of backup. So overall, I must say that I like the combination of the SU-16 and the Glock 27. The ability between those, with a prepper mentality, those are the best things to have on hand, along with you can also use those for your companion, or even if your buddy. If you have a buddy over at your place and you only have if you have your combat system and then you have your companion set up and that's it, maybe you don't have a girlfriend yet, or you just broke up or whatever, or you're looking at the future, and you're like, I'm doing my thing, whatever, or she's gone doing whatever, and something cracks off and you got a buddy at your house hanging out. Now you can throw them something and you go. And these are small enough you can stick them in your backpack and take them with you. So just saying extra backup stuff isn't always necessarily a bad thing. And if you're carrying this around in a backpack and you have a little 27 tucked into your waistband, you're going to look like a gray man if you want to have a gray man look. They don't even see you have a rifle. You don't appear to have a pistol, and a subcompact isn't as scary as a full size. And next thing you know, you pull out, slap in a 30-round mag, and you go, all right, I'm down, and you're rocking and rolling. So I hope this helped you out. I hope this means something to you. I hope it fed the prepper side and the importance of having a companion gun. Most preppers are not single guys. Most preppers usually have a wife and sometimes, several kids. And these are good firearms that children can also use when you go to teach them to use firearms. But man, you got to think about your woman. And I know I think about mine, and I know mine is inexperienced with firearms. She's not yet got a fire, as I said before, but she will be, before long. I'll have her drilling bullseyes in no time. Ben, halakita, sobra. I just think that I wanted to do a piece since I've been away so long, spending a lot of time with her and spending time at the house and things like that. Lately, all my time has been spent with her. I wanted to do a piece that complements on a companion piece for firearms, but also it complements on a companion piece of who you're with in life. So you got a companion, you have to think about teamwork. So get something that's comfortable, get something that's not so scary. Fire everything first. Let her put her hand on your shoulder and feel how it feels. Even better yet, let her lay against your back and feel the recoil. It's okay. Just call it foreplay. It's okay. And she's laying across your back and she can feel your shoulder pushing back against hers when you fire and go, oh, okay. Then she can shoot too. Whatever it takes to make her feel comfortable and get her shooting. So again, as always, please give me feedback if you have combinations like this, or if you have other combinations that you think might be better than this. By all means, I do not believe I am perfect in every way. I believe I will survive the zombie apocalypse, yes, but do I believe that I'm going to do that because I know more than anybody else? No. I believe I'm going to do that because I'm versatile enough to understand that I don't know everything. And I can learn so much from so many different people. And people shot me information that I didn't know. And I've learned things from a lot of viewers that I really appreciate. So, as always, please give me your feedback. Give me your thumbs up. I really appreciate those. I really appreciate whenever I see a new subscriber, I'm like, I made a new friend. So as always, please subscribe and please comment. And as always, just keep it civil. And you have a good one.